It sucks to crush apples by hand. In fact, I crushed one of these by hand with a sledgehammer. It sucked. But having already bought a basket press, it kind of hurt to buy an apple scratter or an apple grinder. So I'm making one. This isn't going to be a full tutorial because I changed the design and so now a lot of footage isn't relevant. But I did want to show it and talk about some ideas that I had that ended up being very important. So for that drum, which is probably going to be a little small to be honest, that is just a rolling pin. I just ripped the middle part out. And then inside of it is a piece of all thread. That all thread is held in place by these screws, which are stainless steel. And these aren't really the right ones to be using for this application, but it's okay. They're stainless steel and they'll work. On the ends, we have a T-nut and then washers to take up the space. Inside of here is I think that's a vinyl washer or sleeve. And that's not what it's going to be riding on. That was the original idea, but now it's just going to ride on ball bearings from a skateboard. And preliminarily, in action, I just have it hooked up to my drill. It looks like it'll work. There we go. So some things not to do. Don't try to have a bolt on each side. I mean, they'll just end up undoing themselves no matter how much Loctite you put on. And it just puts way too much slack in the system. Use just one piece. And for me, all thread worked because it's just going to be a little bit easier to put locking nuts on it, and it just makes it easier for me. But if you're handy with welding or if you have your own threader or whatever, this would probably be better if I'd gotten something that actually fit the bearing and didn't have any slack. As far as the box goes, turns out that 8 feet of poplar is like perfect. This is 3/4 inch by 11 1/4, although I believe it's sold as 1 foot by 8 feet long. And for your box, you'll need the vertical sides, the hopper sides that will feed the apples in. If you did it right, you could just press fit the bearings into the sides, but I did not, and I don't want to have to fill that hole, so I'm just going to make blocks to hold the bearings that will sit on the outside. And then with the leftovers, it will help to have a block that you can press the apples down with. So think pressing block and then have a handle so you can hold it and just press them down. And you will also need something going long ways. So just something that you can set this on top of a bucket, unless this is already bucket sized. So I will make videos once I actually complete this and show its operation. I'll hopefully be grabbing a bunch of apples today, so maybe we'll be scratting tomorrow. But stay tuned, and hopefully you can figure this out if you have found this on your own. Best of luck. And in hindsight, I probably should have just bought one.